Hello, Dr. Schwartz. My name is Carolyn. I'm a 37-year-old educator from Florida who found your website, I think by the grace of God. I ordered an at-home kit of moderate strength on Friday, July 28th. I hope you can personalize some of the products, if necessary, to ensure the melasma on my skin does not darken any further. As you can see from the attached photos, the skin on my face continues to break out. I've had resistant acne on and off since I was 19. I have always had moderately oily skin and hair. Now, besides acne, melasma has developed as well, most likely from the Accutane, birth control, and antibiotics I took to try to heal the acne. I was on Accutane and birth control simultaneously and antibiotics on and off for years. All of these have been linked to liver toxicity and adrenal stress, as I'm sure you're aware, which could lead to further inflammation and darkening of the skin. Also, the retinoids I used a few years ago, after the aforementioned treatments, were too strong, so the melasma above my lips got darker. Most recently, the acne has moved down my neck to inflame the sebaceous glands, which is incredibly painful. I have had my hormones checked by saliva test, and they are within normal range. I have done a series of colonics, removed dairy, gluten, nuts, avocados from my diet to alleviate the bumps and darkness, and have spent thousands on supplements, organic products, peels, and facials. I continue to work on the emotions that flare my skin through body talk, self-awareness tools, and meditation. I exercise 4 to 5 times a week. All of these practices have made me incredibly healthy and happier with myself, but are not clearing the acne. I have sworn off allopathic physicians because they do not have reasonable answers. I only see my holistic doctor, who frankly was happy to hear I had found you. We aren't sure what else to do, and you are defying the cookie-cutter approach to healing. Your video body of evidence has given me the courage to send unedited photos. In fact, after watching your video about nutrition, I went today, for the first time in 6 years, and ate sourdough toast. I am so tired of fearing inflammation, breakouts, and food. I'm letting go completely and trusting your practice will work. Thank you for giving me some feedback about what you anticipate the next steps are. Sincere thanks in advance, Carolyn. Here are the progress photos that landed in my inbox today with permission to use them and share them with the world. This first photo is day 1, August 2017. You'll notice this left side is full of painful inflammation, and also, if you look closely, there are clusters of smaller mini bumps in here as well. You see dark marks, and she mentioned the melasma, or the pigmenting of the skin in general. You can see it all here. The next progress photo is from a month and a half later, and you can see the activity is almost completely flat. She has residual mini bump there, maybe something in there, and other than that, this skin is inactivated, and we're just dealing with red marks and dark marks. And that is a pretty big first month and a half. Let's take a look at that again. Left side, month and a half. Flat and just the marks. So we got her, she's in danger here, and we got her flat and just the marks here. That's a huge first month and a half. The next photo is from November 2017, a couple months later, and now we're just trying to maintain inactivity and heal the marks further. So we go from a redder mark to a little more of a browner mark. That's the aged mark, and then it will slowly fade further. Finally, today she gave the most recent photo, July of 2018, about almost a year later, maybe 3/4 of a year later, and this is where her left side is now. And she was able to capture this in very high focus. And look at that. For those of you who don't understand touched photos versus untouched photos, this is what an untouched photo looks like. See the fine hairs and the pores? This focus is fantastic. She really will help convince the skeptics by the level of focus she's been able to achieve here. Let's glance back. Day 1, month 2, month 4, 3/4 of a year later. That's her life. Such a difference. She also sent the right side. This is day 1. You'll see all the clusters of mini bumps in there too. Not just the big ones, but look at all these tiny little textured bumps in here. That's something that people really struggle with. And we'll see what that looks like. She didn't send the progress photos for this side, but she did send the after shot. Oh. And let's zoom in. Look at the focus she was able to capture here. every single pore, every single fine hair. You can see everything. For the skeptics out there, you have to face the evidence. The evidence is powerful. Hard evidence. That's what will bring you true north. Go to the hard evidence. Use your eyes. Zoom in yourself. It seems like magic because of the dramatic transformation, but really, this is a highly systematic and premeditated program that runs through a process. And she's obviously not the first to go through this transformation, but she did capture it in very vivid focus so that it seems magical, but it's really not. This is what we've been doing the whole time, since 2004, is just a transformation of the skin using a very systematic method and process. It just appears like magic, even though it's highly systematic, highly scientific, and highly mapped out. That's just a brilliant capture. Good job.